Set sail without fail. This is your ultimate seasickness guide, as in how to prevent and relieve seasickness, not give you more. I don't know why you'd think that, it didn't sound right how I said that. So fear not, I've got you covered here with these proven tips to keep your seasickness at bay, using advice from both my own experience as a scuba diving instructor, but also medical advice I found online to help you get both sides of the idea. And whenever I am quoting medical advice, I'm going to put this stuff on screen so you know where it's coming from. With that out of the way, let's talk about if you are currently experiencing seasickness, this is how to relieve it and the things you should be doing to help sort it out. So the first tip is to opt to go to the centre of the boat and to go lower down on the boat. Basically meaning do not go on the top deck and avoid being on the sides of the boat. Because if you haven't realised it already, seasickness is a form of motion sickness. So if you think about it in terms of pivots, the further away you are from the centre and bottom of the boat, the more motion you're going to feel. Top deck sways a lot more than lower down on the boat, and sides feel more motion than the centre of the boat. However, when I do say get lower down on the boat, I don't mean go below deck, because that could create more issues as well, which we'll talk about later. Second advice is to look for static points. So when out on the ocean, these come in the forms of islands, or if you don't have any islands, you're out in the blue, you want to look at the horizon. This is just going to help your brain reconcile with the confusing mixed signals you're seeing, and it's going to make you feel a lot more stable. If you look at the rolling waves and things in motion, it's going to make you feel worse. The next piece of advice is to distract yourself. So if you're a bit of an extrovert, a good idea is to drum up conversation with fellow divers on the boat, chat to them about what you're looking forward to, are you excited for the diving, what you hope to see. Anything like that, you'd be amazed how much this will take your mind off it all and make you feel a lot better. But if you're a bit more introverted and socially awkward, you can just listen to some music. Put your headphones in and just listen to your favourite songs. That will also help distract you when on board. Next piece of advice is to stay hydrated. So if you've been heaving or even vomiting, you lost some fluids, so you're going to want to keep this topped up, but just being more hydrated is also going to help relieve the feeling of nausea as well. Also, just if you're a scuba diver as well, it's a good idea to keep drinking lots of fluids, because when you breathe in compressed air from your scuba cylinder, that actually dries out your lungs as well and takes the moisture away from them. So you're going to want to top up your fluids more so as well. So it's just a good habit to drink plenty of water when on board a boat. And my final thing to do when on the boat is to get plenty of fresh air. This is why I say do not go below deck. You want to make sure you get lots of fresh air coming into your lungs. So if you are in an indoor boat, you want to have the windows open so you get lots of air ventilating and not have it all stuffy. On top of that, you can also have better breathing techniques. So do lots of deep breathing, do even diaphragmatic breathing, also known as belly breathing. This is just going to help you feel more relaxed and actually help you take in more oxygen and feel better. But on top of that, it's also good practice for you if you're about to go scuba diving to get that ideal breathing down if you're a newer diver. So you're getting into a good rhythm of it before you get into the ocean itself, so it feels a lot more natural too when you're breathing underwater. Okay, next piece of advice is all comfort if you are not currently on a boat. This is if you've had time to prepare in advance. So the first one is to get some seasickness medication. You can get some from any of the pharmacy, it's just over-the-counter medication. It comes in different names from different parts of the world, so just talk to the local pharmacist and go, hey, I'm going on a boat, I want to get some seasickness medication, and they can help you out. When it comes to seasickness medication, it's stuff you usually take before going on the boat, so if you're feeling a bit unwell on the boat, it's too late to take the seasickness medication. You don't want to do it, you want to do it before getting on the boat. Obviously, don't follow the instructions on the packaging and take proper dosage in. Next tip is also if you want a more organic way of doing this and less synthetic, you go for having some ginger. And I don't mean get the ginger roots, you can go for things like ginger tea, ginger sweets, ginger supplements. Ginger is nature's way of helping relieve nausea. So taking ginger will help, and it's something you can actually bring on the boat with you, so like a flask of ginger tea, and taking some of that will actually help you feel better when on the boat if you are starting to feel a little bit queasy or nauseous. And my final piece of advice, if you have things to prepare in advance, is to get an acupuncture bracelet. This is a thing one of my friends swears by. I've never used it myself, but the idea behind it is it allows you to apply pressure to a specific part of your body where there's pressure points, and that way then it can help relieve nausea. And the great thing is for scuba divers that you can bring this underwater with you, so if you feel a bit queasy, there's a bit of a weird current going on which makes you feel a bit unwell, you can actually use the bracelet underwater as well, which is really nice. And finally, I just want to go over the do nots. So this is the things you need to be avoiding. So I've already covered, do not be on top deck, do not look at the rolling waves, but things you should do in advance and avoid is to not have a heavy or spicy meal. This will unsettle your stomach on the boat and make you feel a bit worse. Another thing is to not have alcohol before going on the boat. I shouldn't have to tell this to the divers because you shouldn't be drinking alcohol before a dive anyway. But for the non-divers, what you should be doing is not drinking before going on a boat if you feel like you might be getting seasick. And the final one, a piece of advice I have, is to avoid looking downwards and focus on something. This typically comes in the form of reading a book, or more commonly nowadays is looking at your mobile phone or tablet device. Doing so will also make you feel sick. You want to obviously be somewhere where you can view a horizon or island, but looking down is not going to make you feel better, it's going to make you feel worse. Now, seasickness does come in many forms, so different things might work for different people. That's why I want to give you a wide variety of options. But if you do have anything that you feel like I've missed out in this video, or feel like this will help other people from your own experience, leave a comment down below and it might help another person out, which would be awesome. But if you have found this video helpful, please give it a like, that helps me out a ton, but also help other people find this video too. And if you want to see more videos from myself and learn more about scuba diving and the ocean, feel free to hit that subscribe button. You can check out videos like this. I hope I got this right and put a video suggestion here, maybe. And another thing I've started to do is make a blog, so if you want to see the stuff in the written format with even more information, you can check that out. Links are in the description for my blog and my website. You can also find some cool scuba merch on my website, which looks like this. Very cool, very exciting. I hope it looks cool. But it's something I'm really proud of, my scuba merch, because I designed it all myself and I actually made sure it's good for the divers, because I hate when I used to get some old diver merch and then find out it's got made out of plastic and polyester and it's shipped to me in plastic packaging. So this is completely plastic free, using water-based inks and made with renewable energy. As I say, super cool. So it's diver merch, which is actually good for the ocean. So I'm really happy with it, and I'm sure if you're another diver, you'll like it too. So check it out if you're interested. But apart from that, guys, that is the end of my video. I've been Narked Tom. I hope you're having some awesome dives and staying safe in the ocean, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!